Welcome to the ET322 how-to video for the op-amp, oscillator, and Varactor lab. We're going to build it in Multisim. Here we are at Multisim. Let's build our first oscillator, part 1 phase shift oscillator. So we're going to get some op-amp, get a op-amp. Let's go to analog. Take the first one, 741. And let's go ahead and flip them vertically so that we could get at the minus, make it look like our diagram. And we're going to need power supply, so let's go to sources, power supply. So we're going to get a VCC and a VEE, and the VEE is going to go into our 4, which is minus, and we're going to make it a 15 volt. We're going to flip him horizontal, or vertically, sorry. So we now have our power. So we're going to need some 1K ohms. Let's go ahead and get some resistors. Basic resistor, 1K. Looks like, nope, we're going to need several of them. Okay, we're going to need some capacitors. And we need a 0.1. And we're going to need several of those. Oops, missed. Even though that's the same value, that's just too many zeros. Let's get rid of those. Well, that keeps wanting to change these to picofarads, but that's okay. We'll fix that later. Got the 1Ks, 1Ks, and we need a 27K. Okay, and we're going to need a variable resistor of 100K. And that looks like enough to build it, so let's get started. So these are going to be our filter capacitors. Let's rotate all 3 of these. Okay, this is going to be our oscillator circuit. And we need a bunch of 1Ks. Let's rotate those. And I made a mistake here. Let's rotate them back. There we go. So what we're going to have is our capacitors in between and our resistors in between of that. There we go. So let's go ahead and connect our resistors, our capacitors, excuse me. Now our resistors, and I missed a ground here, so let's get a ground. Okay, so we're going to have 1K going into our inverting input. And we're going to have our 27K. And our 100K will be there. And let's move it all down here. And zoom in. Actually, that's good enough here. Alrighty. And we're going to need to hook up our grounds. This is also going to go to our input resistor there. Filter capacitors. Okay. Let's see, what else do we, and we need a ground going into our non-inverting. And we need an oscilloscope and a ground. And we're going to check our output. And we're going to take a look at our input signal. And that looks good. Okay, let's modify this circuit here. Let's change this guy here to a potentiometer. Replace potentiometer 50K. And let's untie it. Get rid of our variable resistor, flip him 90. There we go. And change this to 15. And we're going to need a couple of him, so let's copy, paste, paste. All right. So we're going to add this down, and this one is going to go back and feed back in that direction. Let's rotate him 90. Rotate this one 90. Let's just change him to 15. Get rid of that one. There's our resident tank circuit, and ahead and borrow him. We're going to add our ground to our input. And we're going to get another 15K. Okay, let's rotate him. Okay. And this is going to go down around. And this is all gone here. And we need 2 signal diodes, so let's go to diodes. Switching diodes, one in, 148, good. Rotate him clockwise, rotate him counterclockwise. Keep that at 50%. Looks good. All right, let's do our Varactor, and we're going to use a BB112 instead of our MV21XX because it doesn't exist in Multisim. So we're going to need to get some parts here. So we're going to need a, let's just start here with a resistor. So we're going to need to get a basic potentiometer, and we're going to use a 10K. And we're going to rotate him. We're actually going to flip him horizontally so we can get a hold of the, and we're going to need a 1 megohm resistor. It's going to be up here. We're going to need a 0.01 microfarad, so let's go to just plain old capacitor, and we need a 0.01. Oops, 0.1. We're going to need to go smaller. .01. And we're going to need an inductor, and we're going to need a 15 millihenry. 15 millihenry, and we're going to rotate him 90, and we're going to rotate our capacitor 90. Good, then we're going to need to get an AC source, so let's go to Signals Ultra's AC voltage. Let's take all these goodies and move them out to the middle. Get this out of our way. And our AC's over here. All right, and we're going to need to get a ground. couple of them. And let's put her together. So we're going to go into our 1 meg, our ground. And we're going to put and I need 15 volts for our pot here, DC, so let's go back to basics. Sources, DC power, and we're going to use VCC. We're going to change him to 15, and I think we're done.